I love one of the tools that you share in your IMS sessions, Fika. Could you just talk a little bit about Fika and how that would be used in this case?
Fika is one of my favorite rituals. So Fika is a Swedish word. For those of you that are like, why are they suddenly speaking Swedish? I mean, if you speak Swedish, you already know this. It translates as to have coffee, like it's just getting a coffee break with somebody. But it's so much more than that in the Swedish tradition, right? It's much more about pulling away from the day, focusing in on the one or two people that you're getting coffee with, having that conversation, that deeper, that non-work conversation, that catching up on life conversation. Before the pandemic, when there were only a handful of really like 800 to 1,000 plus geographically dispersed companies or remote first companies, I used to say, I don't know a single one that doesn't do some form of Fika, right? If you were pre-pandemic remote first company, you might not call it Fika, but you have some program that people can opt into to get that experience. So most companies, like Help Scout is where I first heard the name Fika. At Help Scout, it's every Wednesday afternoon, you opt into it, you get randomized to meet with another person. You jump on a video call with them for about 30 minutes. You get seated questions, those uncommon commonality questions about habits and hobbies and background and all that sort of stuff. And so you literally are taking a coffee break with another person, talking about non-work activities and building those uncommon commonalities. Now, one thing I think is fun, if you're watching this and you're like, gosh, this sounds awfully familiar. If your team is already using Slack, the tool Slack, there's actually a plugin now called Donut that basically just does that, just randomizes people who are together in that Slack channel to that, seeds them questions, etc. So that's worth checking out as well.